Okay, the Splash Ameraucana is in timeout. And so, in the last week or so, we've been noticing that a lot of the youngins' feathers were getting damaged. And short version is the Splash Ameraucana, which is right here. We're almost certain that this is a male, and he's been picking on the other youngins, including the Wheaten Moran, which is also a male. And so this culminated on Saturday. We went to let them out to do a little free ranging, and the back of the Wheaten Moran was bloody. And then we were trying to figure out why that happened, and then we saw the Splash Ameraucana here literally going to all the other youngins and literally start ripping out feathers. So Andrea went on her chicken forums and stuff, and somebody suggested to basically put the Splash Ameraucana into timeout. So luckily for us, let me get the phone out. Luckily for us, we have our chicken tractor. And so all we had to do was just put the tarp on it. And then we had our small water and feeder, and then we had our little temporary nest home from when the youngins were small, when Samantha had them in the run at night. And so right now he's in timeout. So he's in here by himself. This is 8 feet by 16 feet, so he's got plenty of room. And Andrea has been told by a few people online that if he stays in here for a few days, that maybe he'll get his mind right, and then he'll stop picking. Now we're also we're only going to be having one rooster, and for a few reasons, the rooster right now is going to be the Wheaten Moran, not the Splash. We made that determination before we figured out that the Splash was the one that was picking on the other ones. But the Wheaten Moran is more compatible genetic wise, from what Andrea said, with the other chickens than the Splash is. Plus the Wheaten Morans have a milder temperament, which is one of my requirements for a rooster. So that is the Splash Ameraucana. So let's go over and look at the rest of them.
He's got it.
Okay, there's the rooster right there. And if he can turn around. Okay, he's turning around. So his back is a lot better than what it was before. But this is bad angles. But most of the tail feathers from all the nieces here were either completely ripped off or were partially ripped off. And hold on. All right, ML's deciding to be very boisterous. And so anyway, Andrea has, this is a picture of what it looked like the other day.
No, that's today.
Oh, that's today. So, but that's still a lot better than what it was.
He has a lot of pin feathers growing in.
Now, Andrea's expensive chicken, which is right there, that's the lavender chicken. The lavender gene has a thing that it can happen called feather shredder.
Yes.
And basically, the chicken's okay, but the feathers just look really bad. All right, let me get out a little bit, because I don't know how bad it is on the video, but it's ML's kind of really annoying. And so anyway, the feather shredder gene, the feathers just look really bad. And so Andrea was thinking that that chicken had the feather shredder gene, but it was only on the tail feathers. And then once we figured out that the Splash over here was picking on her, then that's when we determined that she might not have it, the feather shredder gene. But we're not going to know definitively for another few weeks now.
Yeah, because he's got the fullest tail.
Yeah, and then the other reason why we figured it was him is that his tail feathers have not been picked on, where every single other one has been picked on. So that's kind of like a Hermione and Lady Pants.
The tips of their wing feathers too.
Yeah. So anyway, but as you can see, the Youngians are over here, fairly close to where the Ameraucana is. And now, last night, the actual transfer to this happened after dark. The Ameraucana sleeps on the first roost. So Andrea just went in there, grabbed her, and then we transferred her over to here at night. Him over here at night, because it was just a lot easier. And so it caused a big stir inside the coop for a couple of minutes, but then it was okay. And then, of course, the Ameraucana didn't know what was going on. But as you can tell, he's doing fine over there. Then the sisters are doing fine here. The sisters are in the middle. They're molting right now. Ern, which is right there, she lost all of her tail feathers. And then there's a bunch of neck and head feathers that are gone too, but she's starting to grow them back. So the only time that Ern here doesn't really complain a lot is when she molts, and she's been really quiet lately. And so now Samantha right there, she's making up for lost time because she was the broody mama, and so she's been complaining a lot lately. But anyway, this was our 11th week thing, is figuring out that we have 2 confirmed roosters out of the 7, and that one of them was being not nice to the other ones. So, but we think everything's okay. We've been spraying the wheat and Moran with some of Andrea's chicken stuff. Was it Bantex was one of them?
Bantex, and then we've got some another one we'll update later what that is.
Yeah, and so we have a few things for wound care with the chickens. So anyway, now Andrea and I are going to start harvesting sweet potatoes, which I have a video ready for that too.